welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. It's the Sam Houston State Bearcats and the North Dakota State Bison. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
North Dakota State's head coach told me before the game he loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So the Sam Houston Bearcats offense will get the ball first. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. This offense is going to be productive. He will have to play well in this one. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He's got it on the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. There he goes. Open it up. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. And now it'll be the Bison offense with its first possession of the game. A big challenge in this matchup is for the linebackers to be able to hold their ground, something they haven't always been successful at doing. This offense has it with really good field position. The run inside. It's Mitchell. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure to his right. He makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the gun, give on the inside. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulls it in. It's Evans.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get to you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
There's a crease. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line in the running game, making its presence felt. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. On target over the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Up and hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. The give to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Final game of the regular season, and you just hope this is not serious. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Ready.
Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Crosses the 40. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll run it from the gun. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, North Dakota State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Just feeds the running back. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Final game of the regular season, and you just hope this is not serious. And the Bearcats look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in.
Might have a chance. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sam Houston! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now the pressure is on to keep pace as they start this drive trailing 21-10. The give from the gun. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You can tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Wants to fire on second down. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And the missed connection on third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Give to the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. Running back searching for a hole. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it cost the defense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
Ready. Blue 22, blue 22. Go, go.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They feed him again. Maybe a crease. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Zings it complete to the right. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They've got the screen set up. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. And, guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. They'll give it to Washington. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll run the counter. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
And the Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Allen. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Pulls it on the option. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. He crashes down hard inside to take the running back away. Right away, you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And they get another first down. And this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs. And a lot of times, man, the wear out.
There's some room. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
They're going to run it. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they are chewing up clock on offense right now. They've been able to stay on the field and sustain this drive. They've been really, really good on third downs, and it's not just throwing the football, but they've been able to do it running, too. Give the guys up front a lot of credit, getting some big-time blocks. Really nice job by the running back there as well.
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
PAT unit on the field. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads. Trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness, bringing the free safety down, blitzing him. You could tell completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The play action fake. Snagged out of the air. Could not make his way to the corner.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Got out of trouble and throws. He's got his man. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now. Palmer, when you look at college football, there's a lot of scoring, and defenses hadn't had a lot of answers.
No, and this game's been a track meet, man. So if you're on offense right here, keep the pedal to the metal. Keep the tempo going. Stay aggressive.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2.
And, man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He's good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
On 3rd down, here's Washington. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. Hits the open man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a 2nd. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
And the 4th and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at in the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
Got room to work. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Going to try to get it himself. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin our wraparound with Clemson taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's Clemson chasing a 6th straight victory today. This team is a snowball rolling downhill, just adding momentum with every new week. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Sun Belt. Now back to your game in Fargo. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think his play callers...
Could be an alley. He's at the 20. Touchdown, North Dakota State. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. He'll return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the second half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage. The Bearcats will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And we've already seen it with this offense, man. They do a good job. They're going to use him as a receiving threat. Let him match up on linebackers. He can win those matchups. He can make big plays. Now they just do it a different way. They call the screen. Let those linemen run upfield, get him the football in some space, and try to let him create a big play. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end.
Ready? Ready to go! Ready, go! Go!
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start off offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They bring the punter onto the field now. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Well, that toe-tap catch had a little style, but not much substance on that.
No, the defense did a good job, too, using the sideline to their advantage. Using the sideline as a 12th man. There was nowhere for that receiver to go except get 1 foot down and get out.
Here's the heat. Flips it out in the flat. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. It looks as if we have an injured Bearcat on the field. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Secures it at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Turning it on! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Power football with the run. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. Still on his feet at the 40. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Right, here we go.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Ready. Black 88. Where did he go?
The give to the back. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Ready, go.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
After the 3rd down incompletion, the punt unit is on the field. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Rushes on him. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Man, that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body, a guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. And you see these running backs, man, they've developed so well in their route running. Nice route, on the same page with this quarterback. They have a nice connection right there.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. Motion from the wide receiver. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. Offense gets set for second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to take a shot. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
To the air on 2nd down. He's got him. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On the move. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to Washington. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that's a nice job by the offense. And I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It looks as if we have an injured Bearcat on the field. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. Here's a little room there. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, North Dakota State. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Pulls it, fired complete. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And a nice play by the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker. And how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a fourth down? Okay, so I thought they might go for it here. Instead, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. On his way back from the 20. He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Allen. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. Got a little grass. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are...
Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. From the gun. Makes the grab. He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that 2-point conversion attempt goes awry. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Get it out on the screen. Could not make his way to the corner.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man on the right. Makes the catch, and he's free. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They bring the punter onto the field now. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. All the way back to the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them, and now a chance to take the lead. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Off the play fake. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They've made it this far, undefeated, but a massive challenge unfolding right now to try to keep that perfect record. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
This team has answered every challenge all season, unbeaten so far, but now facing the possibility of being knocked off late in the year. Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt to try to pick up some yards. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Bearcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. The run from the shotgun. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give on the inside. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Here's the handoff. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there are still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Takes the knee, and the perfect season is still alive. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.